Welcome back to another world exclusive episode of the Nando Thoughts podcast. Coming at you live Sunday night from the studio, of course. Thanks for checking me out, man. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things, man, but we're going to get into the one of the most important things that's going on right now. We're going to talk about what this is and what this is going to look like and how we're going to get there, man, because we're heading to November, man, and yeah, it's getting crazy. So let's figure this out together. Come on in, guys. Another world exclusive episode of Nando Thoughts Podcast. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Nando. Thanks for checking me out on all the platforms. Yeah, man, and yeah, this week's been crazy, man. This has been a crazy week. It's just been crazy. It's been, I tell you something behind the scenes been happening that's been crazy on top of everything we all going through as a country. But my son was in 2 car accidents within like a 7-day period, and he didn't cause any of the accidents, but yeah, he was in 2 car accidents within 7 days, which is it's weird. It's like I said, bro, you got some crazy energy around you, so you need to kind of just pay attention to what's going on around you. But he didn't cause any other accidents. He's okay. In the first accident, he was heading up the freeway with some friends in the car, and a truck ran into the back of him. It happened with some stop and go traffic, and so that happens. But anyway, the next accident, he parked the car in a garage, and a car hit him, and it was a 16-year-old boy in a pickup truck, and he's trying to stand on business and take care of it. He don't want us to call an insurance company. So, I'm gonna give him a chance to figure it out. He did destroy my car, but I don't want to put it on his insurance if I don't have to. If I could work with the guy, I'm gonna work with him. He seemed like he's decent. He did the right thing. He left his information on my car, but I think he had to because it seemed like there's a police report somewhere out there too. So, but I haven't called the insurance people yet. So, what would you do? Would you just go straight to the insurance company, or would you give them a chance to try to figure out what they got to do? Because the truth of it is, I mean, I'm thinking I got probably, for this particular car, this is an older car. This car is like in the 90s. I think probably the young guy, the damage he caused from the second accident is probably close to maybe it's $800. We're gonna call it $800. So not even $1,000 worth of damage. So I don't want to have to. If he can get $800 together, then we're gonna be good. But it might not even be $800. It might be less. It might be much less. So I'm gonna try to give him, the cost I gotta pay. I'm gonna just tell him what it is and say, hey, this is the cost that you caused me. So here, pay that, and I'm good. If not, then I call his insurance company. But we don't want that first. Give him a chance, man, because I know how it is when you're young and your family give you a chance to drive a car, and next thing you know, you do something stupid. So then you got to stand on business like he's doing. And if you want to pay for it, pay for it. If not, then we don't tap that insurance policy. So I do have that information. But the other car that hit me first, well, not me, but my car first when my son was driving it, that caused significant damage and possibly some injuries as well. So a few people mentioned that they had some injuries. My son and one of the passengers, so it was 3 people in his car when that car ran into the back of him, and the truck rather. Yeah, we're gonna see what that is. I'm still, trying to figure that out with the insurance company, what that's gonna be. I tell you, insurance companies are tricky because they get you on the phone and they got this weird thing. They say, hey, how do you like us to communicate with you? Do you like us to call you? Can we text you? Or, whatever. And my preference is this, and I'll tell you why. My preference is to say to any insurance companies I'm dealing with, anybody that got some type of way to have a legal situation with you, always give me something in writing. You can send me something in an email, or you can do whatever, but we're not going to do no conversation over the phone. I don't want you to record a conversation that we have, and I don't have that same, capability of recording what you're saying back to me. So then I don't have no record of it. So if we're talking about something legal that's involved, and if it's not a lawyer there, then I need you to give me everything we say to each other in writing so I can have a record of it. And it makes sense because when you're dealing with insurance companies, things can get crazy. I know people that had cars and insurance and they didn't have enough insurance, and the next thing you know, the insurance company sued them, And there was a lot of weird stuff being said other than what was said in the beginning of the business of how much coverage do you really need. Because the truth of it is that if a person don't have enough insurance, it's because either they just wanted to go cheap or the insurance company didn't give them the right policy. And that's as simple as that. But at that point, you have a law, a lawsuit against yourself versus the insurance company because they will only pay for so much. So yeah, make sure you got your stuff in order. That's basically what I'm trying to say about that. But forget all that. But anyway, that was the weird thing going on behind the scenes. And then it just got off real crazy. This whole week's been crazy. Rather last week rather been crazy because of everything that's going on in our courts and our politics. And it's kind of weird because our courts are not really doing what it's supposed to do, and that's represent the people. It seems like it's leaning towards the defendant, and that's Donald Trump in some of his cases. I'm talking about specific, not a lot of other cases, but this particular case, it seemed like Donald Trump is able to play the court system against us, the people. And it's unbelievable because everybody was talking about Donald Trump had horrible lawyers, horrible election lawyers, horrible all this shit. But you cannot say shit about his criminal lawyers because they are keeping his ass out of that courtroom. It's just simple as that. Yeah, he lost 500 million, 400 million, whatever. But he is not in no fucking jail cell. He is on the street still acting like a goddamn fool, doing all this bullshit. And it is what it is. He got some good ass lawyers because let me tell you right now, this man has not. This man is sitting around juggling fucking 81 charges like it's nothing. Walking around still talking shit, still acting crazy, still talking to motherfucking Russia and China, walking around with secrets and shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Going hard. You know what I'm saying? Just in the paint with that shit. Don't give a fuck. I mean, that's crazy. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. And these people running around talking this crazy shit about this man. This man don't give a fuck about nothing. 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 That's scary. And now I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are attracted to this weird, crazy stuff, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous because our adversaries don't respect us. We become weaker within the last 5-6 years or whatever it was, probably while Donald Trump was running around, because our adversaries, they see the world different. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They see the world different. We didn't have all these people popping off on us. We didn't have all these people acting all crazy towards us. No, we didn't have that. We didn't have that. We just didn't have that. I mean, we go where we want to go. We do what we want to do. We had relationships. Everything was cool. Whoop-de-whoop. We was fine. The United States was on. We would stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody trying to flip our dollar and make their own shit. Well, nobody doing none of that shit. I'm tell you. It happened. It happened. Well, you say, well, when did it happen? It happened back when Bill Clinton was in office. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Ronald Reagan was not no joke. He did not play when it came to the United States of America. And anybody that didn't think he was serious found out quick because he stood on business. Ronald Reagan stood on business all the way across the board politically. Yeah, he was that gangster-ass politicians that came out of Hollywood and really did that thing. He stood on business. They respect that. But you got to understand the business you're standing on. And they don't respect Donald Trump. They know he built buildings. They know he running around a realtor scamming and all this bullshit. They know he's not serious about being in power. And they know he don't respect and understand what he holds with that power. So they play games with him. Yeah, they play games with him. China play games with him. The Middle East play games with him. They toy with his ass. You see, they had him dancing and bouncing around in the robe at that thing in Saudi Arabia, looking like some big ass hoe dancing with the little thing. They play games with him. You wouldn't have Ronald Reagan do no shit like that. Come on now. First of all, Ronald Reagan will go over there in a goddamn cowboy hat and the suit and look at all the motherfuckers and be like, what are we doing? We gonna get this business done or not? Because I'm not playing. I'm coming over here and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. He just did his shit. It might not have been the best approach, but it absolutely was appropriate for the situations that we was facing. And by us not having a consistent, firm approach politically and having all our people lined up right, politically in support of us as a country, it came crazy. And I say right around the Bill Clinton era. Now, we always had some shenanigans going on in our politics, but when they start turning away from us, the citizens, United States, the country, and started really, getting pimped out by the corporations, the industrial industry, all these folks that got real issues and trying to make real money dealing with the government. They knew how to lock them in. They knew how to lock into contracts. They knew how to lock into all the business of dealing with the government, and they knew how to shift the priorities of how the government works. So the government don't work for us no more. The government works for corporations. They respond to corporations' reactions of what happened. So when you hear people telling you on TV, "Hey, you got to go back to work because the building is empty and the people can't pay their rent," but like, what the fuck are you talking about? I got to go back to work. I'm at work. I'm at work at home. Why do I have to go back into your building so you can make some money? Nah, fuck that. If you want me working for you, I got to work from home. I got to be safe. We dealing with some crazy shit out here. It's not just the virus. It's a bunch of crazy fucking people on the trains, on the plane. Just let me lay low and get this work done, and you figure out your building shit. But that's not how they pushing it. So the corporations and the politicians are in hand because why would our politicians be out there screaming, "Hey, you got to go back to work," for one building owner asking 600 people to come just back to that building, when those 600 people are in their own communities right now, supporting their communities, their grocery stores, their businesses, and all the things that they built around them to make their community what it is. Now that community had to take a suffer so that one building owner can drag everybody back when he didn't have a plan for them when shit went bad. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. No. And a lot of people are not going back to work. They're not going back to the office. The average person spend maybe anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, just in transit every day to get to a job to work. So you basically losing a couple hours a day just to get to your job. There's no jobs near where poor people live. We have to travel to those jobs. That's why it's so expensive to live in certain cities. Yeah. That's like, a thing that people understand or they don't understand, because the reality of it is that you meet somebody and they working for you and they live, I don't know, an hour away from the job. At some point, if you can make accommodations with you and that person can both, get a job done, what difference does it make if they sit in front of you or if they're at home? As long as they're getting the work done, getting the job done, and putting your product, or whatever that service they got to provide you, what you care where they sit at? I mean, we're so transit right now. This country, the world is so transit that it makes no sense to put that pressure on people. But it happens that way. So these politicians that runs, all these dictatorships all over the world, they're laughing at Donald Trump. They're laughing at him. They ain't taking that man serious. They're laughing at him. They're laughing at how easy it is. They're laughing at him. Trust and believe that. They're not looking at him like, "Oh, we scared him." They are laughing at this dude. Because they know they can slide up to him and flip him and turn him all kinds of ways. Be like, "Look, you could build over here." All he worrying about is building shit and having shit and putting his name on shit. He's not even fucking politicking about our national safety or anything. He's up there fucking willing and dealing like he had a fucking trade show with these people. He's not talking about us. He's not talking about, "Hey, get this shit," or whatever. He might go over there and act crazy about it, but them guys are on some bullshit, hustling, pimp out, get this fucking guy out of here type shit. These world leaders are all working together, are laughing at his ass. And they're laughing at us too, because we can't get him out the way. Because when we got real politicians in the game, then we at least stand a chance in the room. But right now, if this guy get back in, ooh, ooh, it's gonna be bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad for us. And we might can't scrape it back, because before we had people that was, kind of checking and at least kind of keep the shit, making it like it was still fine. But right now, yeah, we put this dude back in, it's gonna be off the wheels. I mean, it's just gonna fall off. It's gonna go crazy. And I'm not even saying anything about the fact that he's a Republican, because the truth of it is that, both sides of the political parties are kind of just all over the place with it right now, and they're not really focusing on the people. They just not. They just running around screaming about all kinds of stuff. It could be whatever. It could be sexuality, it could be homosexual, it could be abortion, it could be all this bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with moving our country forward. These little quote unquote issues that they want to make us think are important to our everyday life when we don't even fucking discover or think about this bullshit unless we have to deal with it. So how do we have an opinion of it? Because a lot of us don't have to fucking deal with abortion or all this other bullshit. But we deal with the shit we got to deal with. And so we want everybody to get equal attention from our government and not just one party spending 10 years talking about fucking abortion. No, we want you to get some shit done. Yeah, figure it out. Get some shit done. Get the fucking border fixed. You know, there's a lot of shit that we can be having taken care of in D.C. other than telling us you're going to shut the government down because you don't want something. No, we need to keep our government open by all means. Our government is our survival. It's our network to our, everything happens. What do you mean you're going to shut the government down? That's the most irresponsible thing you can do as a Congress member. Shut the government down? Come on now, that's not a solution. That should never be a solution to shut the government down. What we doing, people? What we doing, huh? I don't know. Hey, I noticed something about Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi guy. I noticed something about Pepsi where it comes, it's like certain areas when you get Pepsi, and this is not a Pepsi commercial, but this is a quick analysis of me just grabbing Pepsi from time to time. So I'm traveling across the country, and when I get a Pepsi in North Carolina, it tastes totally different than anywhere else in the country. And somebody told me one day that North Carolina was the home of Pepsi. I didn't realize that. But go to North Carolina and grab your Pepsi. It is totally different from any Pepsi you ever taste. And maybe they just have like the local original, whip or something. I don't know. But I do notice that the further I get away from this, North Carolina, it's not the same. Go figure. Go figure. So we're going into this election, and there's so many weird things that's happening. I mean, with some of the side shows, you see some of the members just having issues. Some members are just straight dropping out and leaving, don't want to be a part of the party no more. It's just so many, it's so many pieces that's all over the place. And I'm looking to myself, and I'm thinking now, here I am, I'm hearing the president, he's just doing his thing, man. He's on his campaign trail, just screaming, crazy shit like it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a terrorist attack. He said all kinds of shit. This Donald Trump guy, this motherfucker say all kinds of shit. Oh my God, he said literally, it's gonna be a fucking terrorist attack. If he don't get elected or during that time, he's like I personally feel something's gonna happen myself personally. I'm not even on some conspiracy shit. I just think that it's just too much on the line this time for the people that want this power for whatever reason. It's too much on the line, and if they don't feel that they can get this power back and control this country again, I really do think they'll destroy it. And that's one of my biggest fears right now, because as a country, as a citizen of this country, part of this nation, we have never experienced war on this land. We haven't. The average person, 50 below, anywhere else in the world, have experienced some kind of war on every continent. We're the only ones. Yeah, we're the only ones that haven't experienced war on our lands. But that's not going to last for much longer. We have people that's willing to test us and try us and willing to see how far we're willing to go. You got Houthis shooting missiles at our ships. Come on, man. Houthis? Houthis shooting missiles at our ships. Yeah, I said that. That's what's happening. That's unheard of. You're not in a million years you would have thought there'll ever be a conversation where somebody said, the Houthis are shooting missiles at our ships. Not in a million years, I'm telling you. I know that area well. I mean, you just would not think that. But I think, the way we position ourselves and the way we move politically right now, where our politicians are so greedy, they're willing to give up their spot for a bag. They're willing to give up their spot for a bag. Our politicians are so greedy. You can tell a dude his wife's a straight ass bitch, and you gonna show up in the morning with a cup of coffee with that man. That's how fucked up our politics is right now. Can't make that up. That's what it is. You can tell a man straight up that your wife is ugly. Your wife is whatever. Stank ass hoe. Whatever. You can say that as a politician. And that dude, the husband of that wife, will still support you if you rock with him politically. Now let me tell you something. I'm not that old. But I do get mad when people talk about people in my family. And I don't think I'm going to be able to hang out with nobody that call my sister a hoe or stank, whatever. We're not going to hang out. We're not hanging out. That's not what we're doing. No. Mm-mm. We're not hanging out. Yeah. I know that's just somebody saying some words to somebody or whatever the case is. But then, I mean, I'm not going to come back and try to rock out with you or be cool with you after that. I mean, there's nothing we can do to say anything if you straight up calling my girl a hoe or stank hoe, all this old stuff just because you're trying to compete against me. So now you put the family on the street and just slutting them out there. Nah, we couldn't be friends. It just couldn't happen. It just couldn't happen. I'm sorry. It just could not happen. No. Mm-mm-mm. But you see that every day. You see the senators, you see the Congress members. They go right back to Donald Trump and be cool with him. He said all kinds of crazy stuff about him. He treat him so crazy. And they sit right back there and be like, yup, dude, you what it is, man. I know you was bullshitting. I know when bro, my wife know you was bullshitting. She know she ain't fat. Yeah, Donald Trump, come on, man, let's rock out. That's crazy. That's the weirdest shit I ever see. But that's how he rolled. That's how Donald Trump rolled. He don't give a fuck. Anybody can get it. Dealing with him. Anybody can get it. You know who you haven't seen in the longest time? His wife. Where the fuck is she at? Where's his wife at? This is one of the first presidential campaigns that he don't have his wife with him. I mean, I'm talking about like the entire campaign, not just one day. She's not nowhere to be found. Where is his wife at? And why she's not with him? Why she's not campaigning with him? Why she's not out with him? Why she's not trying to be like, do like they do with the first lady shit? You see Jill Biden running around. Why she's not around? What's going on with her? Yeah. I like to see what that is. I don't know if she want that. I don't know if she want that life again. I think she want to get away from being a president wife. Yeah, I don't think she enjoyed it. I mean, she was frustrated. She was always like had a real attitude about just having to engage with the public. It seemed like it was difficult for her. Not that she's not smart. It just seemed like that job was not something she was enjoying. Like being the first lady, and it is a job. Not that she get paid, but there's some things she had to be involved in or just try to, be on point in support of her husband in that office. But she was like, I ain't rocking none of this shit. I just want to chill. Yeah, she wasn't trying to do none of that presidential first lady bullshit. She was like, nope, I don't want to go to dinner with your motherfucker. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to chill. I just want to fucking chill in this White House with all the security and just turn on the TV and watch you fucking blow your fucking brains out. Just do whatever you do with your words. Just go crazy. And that's one of them things. I think she was just, she was just chilling. Yep. And she don't want to go back. She's like, nah, I'm cool with that. So I'm in Florida right now. I'm chilling and yeah, I'm cool. I'm just waiting for this shit to happen, whatever's going to happen with your ass, so I can kind of figure out what I'm going to do with me. That's how she probably thinking in her mind. She probably like in a phase, like whatever's going to go down, I got to be ready to move. So, I'm not going to stay on. I doubt she stay in West Palm Beach. I doubt she stay down there. She probably go back somewhere international. She probably get the fuck out of this country. I could see her leaving the country because her family, her mother just passed away. Her family immigrate, over to this place too, over to the U.S. as well. And so she might leave out the country. It's no telling what she's going to do. She's quiet, though. I wish she had a little bit more personality because I think somebody to have a guy that's so off-hinge like that, what is her personality? I think about that sometimes. Like, how do you do that? Or do she just totally ignore this dude like a cat, It's like, just... Dude, she just like totally ignored this dude. He's sleeping in a whole nother room like she had a roommate or something. Like, what is really going on with this relationship? That dude can't be popping off like that, coming home and be like, yeah, I told him last week, fuck the judge. He was like, what you say, what? Donna, you said fuck the judge? I said, fuck the judge, fuck the lawyer. Can you imagine you that girl and you sit down home with your Donald Trump wife and he keep coming home with all this bullshit. She's sitting back there like, damn, you keep fucking with these people. We don't have no money. You telling them we have money? You telling them we have billions? You got a whole closet full of fucking secrets. Oh shit! I can hear that story now, man. I swear, I wish I knew that lady. I wish I knew her ass. I'd call on the phone and just have her ass laugh, and I'd be like, "Girl, you going through it? You are going through it. It's like you fucking married a rapper." I said, "You going through it? This motherfucker tricked you out your panties, got you pregnant, got you a baby, brought you, your mama, your daddy over here, became the president. Yeah, the president of all motherfucking people. The dude that you fucking with became the president. You thought he was bullshit? He showed up and won." Oh shit! I would love to talk to his wife, man, Donald Trump wife. That should be crazy. I have her ass on the floor. We have a bottle of wine. We be fucking laughing our ass off. I'm like, girl, let me tell you something. I don't know what language you used to speak, but you better get your fuck back over there because this shit is crazy. Oh shit, it's crazy, man. You gotta laugh sometime about all this shit we going through, man. Cause yeah, man, it gets on your mind sometime, man. And I'm honestly, seriously concerned about Donald Trump being the president. I mean, I'm just joking around about his wife and just have a conversation, but in all reality, man, I think it's yeah, it's a challenge for us all to figure this out, and we got to make sure we do the right thing because in November, if we don't, yeah, it's gonna be some challenges for us, man. I mean, our world is changing so fast. Our world is changing so fast. Yeah, it really is. It's changing so fast. It's not even like the progression is something where we even control it. Yeah, we had a time when we kind of knew what that was, but now it's just so. We have a larger presence in the Middle East right now than we had, as far as footprint, than we had in Afghanistan. We have a larger footprint right now in the Middle East than we did when we was in the Afghanistan war. Not as we have as many people, we have a larger footprint, meaning we have more engagement in multiple areas and multiple countries. Didn't you think we was getting out of the Middle East when we pulled out of Afghanistan? When that big ass airplane with all them people flying off the side of the edges and hanging on the wings and shit. Didn't you think we was done? Didn't you think we was done? Was that the most weirdest barbaric bullshit you ever seen? The plane leaving with all those fucking people chasing it, and they got robes and shit on. They got all kinds of shit. They wrap with that shit, the tubans and stuff. It's all kinds of shit going on. And I don't know, it's like that area has multiple cultures. So I'm not saying the tuba as the disrespectful thing because I think people wear it for religion. I'm just saying I don't understand all the religions over there. I understand there's Muslim, but there's also Hindu. It's different Muslims and different sects of Muslims or the Islam religion that people practice. And it's kind of interesting because I got friends that come from that region, and they tell me that they don't all link up religiously. And I'd be like, no bullshit. What the fuck all this fighting over here? I figured that part out a long time ago. was trying to explain to me that it wasn't like I was thinking. He kind of explained to me about the so many diversities of religions and cultures. So it wasn't just that they didn't get along because they were Muslims. It's a lot. It's a lot territorial. It's a whole lot going on. And I guess if you peel it back from a local side of it, it's not a lot because they understand how it goes out. But when you from afar up and looking at it, then you see the engagement. And the area is kind of my thing is this. I always said that if I had a chance, I would love to be able to go to Iran. And I was hoping at some point in my life that Iran and the U.S. was cool, so I can actually go to Iran and see all the areas I've seen on TV all my life, from all kinds of internet viewing of that country. And I think the country is beautiful. I think they have certain parts of it that's jungly. I mean, I just wanted to see what that is. I just wanted to see how beautiful that country is. And I don't never know if I ever get a chance, but I do know, if and when we come together on this planet and everybody's able to at least live or coexist, and you get the chance to go over there if you still have opportunity. If you want to come up on, take it, go see Iran. I'm sure it's going to be just beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be so much cultural, significant type things going on that's going to be different you never seen, especially as an American citizen. I love traveling internationally and checking out culture. I love the cultures of different countries. And I love not so much the food. Let me be clear on that. And when I get around people and I'm telling them, oh, this is beautiful, this is great, and they always want to feed you because that's culture. People feed people. I get that. But I'm not the guy to feed because I won't eat. You can't feed me. No, I'm good. I'd rather just, chill. Maybe, have a drink, but we are not going to eat anything because I don't know the menu. And I'm not trying anything off the shelf, off the side of the road, off the whatever you get it from. I'm cool with that. No. I don't have that kind of tolerance with food, so I don't like food that much to want to just put random food in me. Yeah, that's not me. But that's okay. A lot of other people enjoy doing that. Keep on doing it and tell me how it work out for you. Because that's not me. No joke, man. Thanks so much for checking out my show tonight, man. I'm going to go ahead and get back to watching this Clipper game. This Clippers playing Atlantic Hawks right now. I want to see how these guys shake out and how they do. Kawhi Leonard was on fire, so I'm going to go finish checking the game out. I'll talk to you guys real soon in a couple of days, man. I just wanted to kind of say what's up and laugh about some shit, man, and not really get too deep into it tonight, man. I'll catch you guys in a couple of days, man. Thanks so much for supporting me. I hope you guys have a great spring break. To everybody that watch my show that's heading out on spring breaks, I got so many emails from you guys, man. Thanks so much. And send me a shirt if you go somewhere and you grab it. Get me a shirt. I got you a shirt. Don't worry about it. Shirt for a shirt. Nando Thoughts Podcast, the world famous podcast. Thanks so much for watching the show. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace and love. Don't push and shove. I'm out of here. Don't forget to check out my TikTok, my X, my Instagram, and of course the website. Website getting an update real soon. We're gonna have a lot of videos up there and a whole lot more. And thanks for checking me out on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Nando Thoughts Podcast, the world's famous podcast, brought to you by the one and only my chick and my kids. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here.